Everyone loves payday. But what if your job gives you more than just a check? What if it gives you a fulfilling sense of helping others? Well, Lania Abraham Chaplin can tell us all about that. She's a DSP, a direct support professional. Lania, welcome.
Thank you.
Tell us, what is a DSP?
A direct support professional helps people with disabilities either in their home setting or in a group setting during the day, throughout the evening, through the weekends. That's what a direct support professional is.
Why are DSPs so special?
DSPs are very special people because they are like family. I've been in this field industry for 15 years, and the people that I care for are my family, and they would consider me theirs. If you were to encounter any of them, they would say that we're family.
What does the work entail?
A direct support professional helps with life skills: cooking, cleaning, bathing, creating activities, running a household. So I would even say I started here when I was 20 years old. So just basic life skills for me, learning how to budget a house, clean, cook, run a family. Those are all things that someone that is a DSP would do.
It's interesting. I know you said you started at 20, but I think I read somewhere that you really started just to make ends meet, like any college student. And then what changed when you really got into the work?
So I was starting my junior year of college, and I was looking for a part-time job that was flexible for my schedule in school. And with being a DSP, I came into a new world that I didn't even know about. I mean, you probably see people in grocery stores, at the mall, at parks, taking care of people with special needs or disabilities, but you don't know what they are. So getting engulfed and learning about it and finding out what comes to play and how many people on a team come together to make a house or program run for these people with something that we take for granted, either walking by yourself or eating by yourself or advocating for yourself. That as a direct support professional comes into play when you're a DSP.
This is personal to you, isn't it?
Yes.
Why?
So like I said, it becomes family. So I always joke about how when I started, I would take the people I take care of out to places. Let's for say, for instance, a place where you had to be 21 to get in. So it was kind of comical because I'm the chaperone, make sure that they're taken care of. And in reality, they were of age. So it taught me that I want to make sure that our community is safe, that our community understands one another, and that despite maybe some obstacle that may come in the way, that we're all the same. These individuals just need a little bit of help, and we are their support.
That's awesome. Talk a little bit about the clients, the people themselves. What are some of the conditions and how do they get along with each other and how do they get along with the DSP?
Fortunately, the house that I started in, there were five guys, so they were in their 20s, and it was like a dorm room. There's love, there is drama, there is goals, wanting different jobs, wanting different experiences, going to baseball games, basketball games, concerts, all the above. So working with them is basically running a family. If you were to live with your siblings or if you were to live with roommates, it would be the same thing. Is what can we do to help these individuals live the same or even better life than what we have?
We are speaking with Lania Abraham Chaplin, who is providing the behind the scenes story of love and fulfillment of becoming a direct support professional. Is this a job for anyone?
Easy to say because there is some oftentimes a shortage of DSPs that will take anyone, but that's not the case. You have to want to make someone achieve goals because they do have goals to either budget, goals to walk or make food on your own, or study and explore, or even go to school. So these are all things that you want to come with a heart to want to serve, want to help, to want to educate the community. My why is to educate the community that we are all the same.
And a lot of time we would work and then 9 to 5 we're home and we kind of like maybe not think about it till tomorrow. But this is the kind of work where you probably thinking about them all the time.
So you take on the worry. I guess you would say for me, a mom, I have two toddlers now, but I was well prepared because of working in this environment, you do think about them. They become your family, like I said before, or even if you had a loved one that's in a nursing home, let's say, you think about them, you don't ever forget them. They make an impact on you and it just changes your whole world. I would not be the same person I am. I wouldn't know how to run a household or budget or cook or take care or make doctor's appointments without this job. So this job has taught me a lot of life skills that you can't learn in a book or at school.
What about the families of your clients? What's their response to the DSP?
Very grateful because you're leaving your loved one with people to take care of you. So you do become a great community. The communication is very important. And we don't push the families away. We want them there. We want them to include them in their lives. What is it that they liked before they came to live at the group homes? Not a place of you don't see your family anymore or your community.
Is it only in-home services, or would you have the DSPs go to the family home to help, or is it usually in a facility?
Some individuals, they live at home still with their families, and then they come to day program where they will have DSPs. Some go out with the DSPs in a group setting to either the mall or to functions throughout the day. Some will go to even like work and maybe have like a DSP stay with them to help job coach them with that. Some come to the facilities and do arts and crafts or watch movies or skill sets there. And then it's a 24-hour thing. So we have people working in the morning, prepping, getting them ready, doing breakfast. Then they go to program or stay home or do the craft of the day. And then there's the evening shift where you make dinner and do evening crafts, maybe go to bingo. And then on the weekends, oftentimes some do either baseball or horseback riding, you name it. What is it that they really love or enjoy? And we try to make it so that they can enjoy it and really enjoy life.
Any training involved?
You do CPR training, first aid as well. The DSPs also will administer medications. So you have to get medication certified. So knowing how to read the script, knowing how to administer the medications. There is also training on how to handle situations. I mean, some individuals may have triggers that may make them upset. And so figuring out how to alleviate those stressors or prevent things from happening. I would say I had an individual that would get so upset if a change was made quickly. So knowing that ahead of time to make sure that it was a smooth transition, explaining that. So take it as a toddler. Like I said, it taught me life skills. So my child, if we're transitioning to the doctor's office really quickly, having a conversation to speak with him and say, hey, we're going to the doctor. Then after the doctor, we're going here. So preparing them for those situations instead of quickly snapping to something, because life gets busy and we just want to move forward quickly and just do what life has to give, but just taking a moment back to step back and listen and understand and learn. So those are all some training skills we learn.
Any other jobs in that particular profession other than the direct service with the client?
Yeah, so most group homes have nurses. So we start with LPNs. There's RNs as well. They make appointments, make sure that the medications are being administered correctly. There's also the home assistant or coordinator. They help create crafts, activities, plan events for them to go out in the community. And then there's a house manager as well. So it is a stepping stone too. There's different levels of DSPs as well. So it also helps me with school too. I learned so much from them to help incorporate into my learning and education.
Tell me about the trajectory in this particular career. You can start as a DSP, and then where can you go?
So there's so many avenues of mental health and people with developmental disabilities. There are some colleges that are now offering direct support professional trainings. So you become a direct support professional level 1, 2, 3. You can become a house coordinator or assistant manager or a house manager running the homes. You could also venture out afterwards into mental health. You could become a care manager or a job developer, finding jobs in the community for people with special needs or disabilities. And then you can also go into human resources. There's many different avenues to follow to get to where your goal may be. But in organizations such as this, every part matters, every part counts to make the lives of the individuals feel as if they're getting all that life has to offer.
Well, that's great news to see that there is growth So you can start one place, but you can literally make a career out of it.
Yes.
Linnea, where can people learn more if they're interested in this type of work?
So if you're interested in becoming a direct support professional, one website you could check out is www.directsupportcareers.com, where you could venture out and apply for a job today.
Well, this is all so awesome. Linnea Abraham Chaplin, thank you for your care, compassion, and inside scoop into the TSPs. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's appreciated. I just love what I do. It's a great place to work, and you leave every day knowing that you made a difference.